We got a lot to discuss. Let's get right to our prep rally games of the week. We start with a wild quarterfinal game in Class 7A. Normal Community at Glenbard East. Normal Community jumped on top 14-zip. Tommy Davis an early touchdown. But Normal Community was down 28-14 at halftime. Second half, they outscored them 31-zip. Kyle Beatty to Marquand Gary. The Ironmen are 12-0 and getting ready to play Downers Grove North in the semifinals. We'll hear from the Ironmen in just a bit. The Washington Panthers are another team that has moved on to the state Final Four. They were all over Glenwood last week in the Class 6A quarterfinals. Coach Daryl Crouch told us last week his team, he thought his power rushing attack would be too much for Glenwood, and it was. Keenan McQuarrie straight up the middle behind that big offensive line for a touchdown with a fullback with a couple of tight ends. It was straight power football. Backup running back Hunter Reed had 3 TDs. Washington wins 59-16 to earn a home game with East St. Louis this Saturday. Coach Crouch, forget the retirement party. He's joining us in studio later in the show, getting ready for the semifinals. The Olympia Spartans, well, their remarkable senior class of football players played their final home game last Saturday as they took on the Roxana Shells. Olympia, a back-to-back Elite 8 team under the direction of Eric Lyons, just an amazing senior class. The Spartans' running game raced up and down the field for 30 points. Cohen Alexander, a long run right here, but this was not Olympia's day. They fell behind. They had a chance for a big play here on the last play of the half. Zach Keating to Chase Litweiler in the back of the end zone, but ruled out of the end zone. That kind of day for Olympia, but what a season. Back-to-back, what a senior class at Olympia. And when you talk about a senior class, how about the Bloomington Central Catholic Saints? 5 years ago, they were 0-9. This year, they won 11 games. The 11-0 Saints at 11-0 Maroa last week. The Saints down at halftime, tried to put together a rally. They get a beautiful touchdown run right here by Colin Hayes, but they wind up losing the game. The Saints, a great season coming to an end at the round of the Elite 8. Congratulations on 11 remarkable wins. All right, now to high school basketball. Yeah, the boys season tips off on Monday. Next Tuesday, the Kevin Brown Memorial Tournament of Champions tips off, and if you're a Washington kid, you grew up watching the tournament, this year you get to play in the tournament starting Tuesday.
It's stuff that they've been dreaming of, and I know that they've talked about Zion Williamson and Anthony Davis, and now they get to play against the future Zions and the future Anthony Davises.
One of the top teams at the Washington Tournament of Champions will be the Metamora Redbirds. The Redbirds used last year's TOC to tip off a state title season. They enter this tournament ranked 16th in the nation.
Not only do we line up with them, our kids expect to win. We'll play the state champs, you know, maybe from Alabama, South Carolina for sure. The team from Heritage Christian is picked to win their state championship. And so, you know, we're looking forward to those, getting better every game.
Can't wait for the hoops next week.